Let's explore the Git Pull command. This command is used for fetching and merging remote changes in Git. Git Pull is a Git command used to fetch and download content from a remote repository and immediately update the local repository to match that content. It combines the functionalities of the Git fetch and Git merge commands into a single convenient command. You should use Git Pull when you want to update your local branch with the latest changes from a remote branch. It is recommended to use it before starting new work to ensure you have the most up-to-date code. Also, make it a part of your regular development workflow to keep your local repository synchronized with the remote repository. Let's understand what happens behind the scenes when you run Git Pull. First, the Git fetch command retrieves the latest code, including new commits, from the remote repository. Second, the Git merge command integrates these fetch changes into your local repository, updating your working copy. So, Git Pull is essentially a two-step process of fetching and merging. Here's the basic syntax of the Git Pull command. It is Git Pull, followed by optional arguments like options, repository, and ref spec. Here are some common examples. To pull from the current branch's tracking branch, simply type Git Pull. To pull from a specific remote in branch, use Git Pull origin main, replacing origin with the remote name and main with the branch name. To pull with rebase instead of merge, use Git Pull rebase. Let's see some common examples of using Git Pull. The basic command Git Pull fetches changes from the remote branch that your current branch is tracking and merges them into your local branch. The output will show the files updated and the number of insertions. To pull from a specific remote in branch, use Git Pull origin develop. This fetches changes from the develop branch on the origin remote and merges them into your current branch. The output confirms the branch from which changes were fetched and the files that were modified. Now let's explore some advanced options for Git Pull. To pull with rebase, use Git Pull rebase. This rebases your local changes on top of the fetch changes, creating a linear history, and the output shows the commits being applied. To pull with specific options such as fetching from origin main, but not automatically committing the merge, use Git Pull nocommit origin main. You can also configure the global pull behavior by using command git config global pull.rebase true. To perform a dry run which shows what would happen without actually making any changes, use Git Pull dry run. Sometimes, when you pull changes from a remote repository, you might encounter merge conflicts. Here's an example of a conflict in a file. The lines between ahead and represent your current changes, while the lines between and origin/main represent the incoming changes from the remote repository. To resolve the conflicts, first, edit the file to resolve the conflicts by choosing which changes to keep. Then, add the resolved files using the git add command, and complete the merge by using command git commit. Here are some best practices and tips for using Git Pull. Always pull before pushing to avoid unnecessary merge conflicts. Commit or stash your local changes before pulling. Use rebase for a cleaner history in shared branches and set up pull.rebase in your Git configuration for consistency. Avoid pulling with uncommitted changes that conflict and avoid force pushing after pulling on shared branches. Do not ignore merge conflicts. Resolve them properly and avoid pulling directly into production branches without testing. In summary, the Git Pull command combines fetch and merge in one command. Use the rebase option for a cleaner, linear history. Always commit or stash your local changes before pulling. Resolve conflicts by editing files and completing the merge, and keep your repositories in sync with Git Pull. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.